Good morning, folks. This is Jeff from This Week with JTT. Believe it or not, today is Patriot Day. What is Patriot Day? This is like remembrance for the victims of September 11th. Yeah, that's when two planes crashed at the World Trade Center. Another plane crashed into the Pentagon, and another plane got brought down near Shanksville, Pennsylvania. Like I said, I was in Manhattan when it happened. I still go back when this is going like about 20 years ago. I still think about this, what happened. It's still clear as day. Started working with this company. They deal with bankruptcies and stuff like that. And I was going to work. And we had two shifts. One shift that my friend Rodney, he used to work. He would work like from 8 to 4. I had the second shift. I would work like from 10 to 6. Now, unfortunately, Ronnie is like always running late. And I was on the ferry boat going from Staten Island to Manhattan. And usually what I do, I would take the boat. I would get to Manhattan around between like say 8 o'clock and all that. Have my breakfast. And I would purposely go by the window and look at the World Trade Center because I'm fascinated by the building. And usually look about like I say about between 8:39, take a train, and get to work. And getting to work was like a breeze from that point. But for some reason, on my way to work, I decided to make a phone call. If I'm correct, the place usually opens around 8 o'clock, I think. And I think I was on a boat. And I know it's after 8 o'clock. It might be close to 8. Yeah, I apologize, it's after 8 o'clock, like about quarter after 8. I made a phone call. And I was like, did Ronnie show up? They said, no, he didn't show up. I think like, you know what? I asked him like, you want me to come in? I said, sure, Jeff, come in. Normally I don't do that, but this is gonna sound crazy. I think God pretty much put something in my head like, you know what? Asked me to come in to work early, which I did. And that's when the first plane hit before 9 o'clock. Another plane hit like about maybe a few minutes before 9. The first plane hit shocked everybody. But when the second plane hit, internet crashed. For all I know, the internet crashed probably the first plane, but when the first plane hit, I'm not sure the internet crashed, but I'm more of a positive once the second plane, the internet just crashed. People were losing their minds saying, what is going on? And it was a very scary time for everybody. I remember from my building, especially you go to a rooftop, you could see the top of the World Trade Center. I remember seeing that on fire. Blew my mind. I still remember that UPS driver. He'd have to be sitting there staring over that direction. He had tears in his eyes. I know he had friends there. He's hurting. And I know there in my work there have been friends, maybe relatives like trapped in the World Trade Center when it came down. And I know, make a long story short, it was a very bad time for everybody. The experience left a lot of people not seeing the country the same way again. If things have been the same since. Like I say, after 9/11 happened, they have like a pillar of lights, like two giant beams of light going to the sky, like going straight to heaven, telling God like, there they were. Now, going on like about 24 years later, we still remember. The alliances rebuilt another tower called Freedom Tower. The footprints with the World Trade Centers that they have put like memorials there, like I think they call like the Waterfall of Remembrance and stuff like that. I gotta post those links right there. Every so often when I get there, I'll probably go by there wherever I can. And if I do go there again, I'll probably post like some video of that. Cause I'm like going, yeah. But do not forget Patriots Day, because any New Yorker who's been there could say, yeah, I survived that. Unfortunately, some people who did not survive it, especially people on the planes, the rescuers, the firefighters, and the cops who died, if not immediately, they suffer long-term health effects. So, if you remember Patriot Day, think about the firefighter, the police, responders, and people who lost their lives in general. Until then, folks, have a good Patriot Day. Stay blessed.